doing this, but it's easier for us to get this up on YouTube if we just go live.
Yeah.
So even if nobody's watching while we do this, here we are. This is about ghost hunting gear. I see a lot of people ask about this. I see a lot of people who are starting into this. I don't know what they get. We got a lot of different stuff, and we'll tell you some of the good stuff we got, some of the crappy stuff we got. First off, just so you know, we are recording live in a house, and this is our setup. Here it is. So we have a ring light. We are crazy. We got a ring light. We've got 3 camcorders. You can see us right here as we record. We're right there. See, there we are. On there. We do have a microphone. We have Josh Gates riding the dinosaur over there. Yeah, he's riding that dinosaur. And then my handy dandy little thing I like to bring out. So this is our recording setup. Don't want to show you my whole room because it's a mess on the other side. We just threw all our stuff on my bed to get it out of the way because we brought all our gear in here to get it out for you guys. The one other thing we didn't show you is, oh, there is one more thing. Ooh, we got cool lights. I bought those lights at Amazon, or no, I'm sorry, at Lowe's to help with the overhead lighting for the rest of us. The ring light does pretty good. And it has a lot of different settings, but it's nice having the overhead ones in case we want brighter light when we're doing stuff and we're reading. So, to start out, what we started with...
Yes,
we started very simply, guys. So when we started, I did buy the GoPro. He's over there. It's a GoPro. And I bought the MediaMod with it because they had a sale that you could get it really cheap. They were half price. So I bought this as one of our things, which turns out to be better for in-car and blogging. Obviously, it's not great for nighttime unless you get it modified. So I bought that. And then our first purchases were, in fact, those camcorders. Each got a camcorder, different ones. We both have different styles, different types. She's going to show you one of hers. We bought camcorders, and that's pretty much what we started with. Our first go around out and about, the first video you see up there where we call it Peter Cam Tonight and all that kind of stuff, that's what we had. 2 IR camcorders with external IR lights, and that was it. That was all we had. Running after that, before we went on our first real ghost hunt together...
I lost Ray.
You lost Ray?
Ray's gone. This isn't Ray.
You didn't bring Ray?
I didn't bring Ray.
Maybe he's with Josh.
He might be. Oh my God.
My Josh might have absconded with her Ray. Who knows? He's out adventuring and taking photos.
I had Ray for a reason.
So then... The next things we got were... and with that GoPro, I actually have... Speaking of which, I have an extra lens. The wide fisheye type lens, and the light that goes with it. Ooh, very bright. So,
was GoPro your first purchase?
GoPro was my second.
Second. Okay.
It came in before my first purchase, but it was the second thing I bought.
Ray, which this isn't my original Ray.
A nice case for him. Yep. Nice hard case.
My first purchase was an action camera, kind of like this one, but it was already converted to IR mode. This is just pretty much a cheap GoPro camera.
Which I can show you what I got. I got a couple of those now. Yeah. So the first things that I got though were, I got one of the IR cameras. Ended up ordering a second one, which came in wrong. It's why we don't have. It looks just like hers pretty much, but it's a different brand.
Yep.
The reason I actually have one that's not IR, that's in the center of that ring, is because they sent me the wrong one. So they sent me the right one, that's why I keep it, so I kept it.
So IR cameras, they come with an internal IR light, but I had purchased...
Oh, can you set this GoPro back over there?
Yes, I can set that GoPro.
Before we forget.
Without pressing buttons.
There we go.
Yes.
So yeah, that was kind of our first couple of things.
So basic camcorder. I got this on Amazon.
About $100, $125?
Yeah, I went basic. I got pretty much just the camera itself. It was like 60, $50. You got...
Mine came...
With stuff.
Mine came with your external mic with it, and I think it was $100. I got it on sale for $99. I think they go around $119 though normally. And it is a rechargeable microphone. You can turn it on with noise reduction. It actually works pretty good, but it's very pointed. I will give you this. Whatever direction you're pointing it, it's very pointed that direction. It's not going to catch behind it as well. But it does pick up a lot of stuff. And it does very good on wind reduction. when we were in the cemetery. You don't hear the wind too much on these.
You can also get the dead cat on it.
It was blowing really hard, and you didn't get a lot of wind on this. If you watch the video that's up there now, I don't know what you had on yours. I don't think she had one on at all. On the full spectrum one from Palmyra Cemetery, it's very loud and noisy.
Yeah, no, I didn't have it.
It was just the camcorder that she was using at the time without a microphone. So there is a difference there. It does help, and you can turn on the noise reduction. So if you want to get one, you can afford it. $125. You can get one of these off Amazon with this and a camcorder. And some of them are going for about $140 with an IR light, external IR light included now. That's a great setup to start with. And get running. We now each have 3 camcorders. You have 3 out of 3?
I got 3 camcorders and 1 IR action camera and 1 non-IR action.
Okay, well, we haven't got to the action cameras yet. We'll show you those in a minute. I've got 3 camcorders, 2 that are night vision, one that's not, and the one that's not night vision we use for when we're doing our talks and stuff, which works out fine because then we're not wasting an IR one. And I have 2 external IR lights that are different from each other, and I'll have to show you those here in a second, that I ordered to go with them. And this was on one part of our first setup.
So I've got 2 regular camcorders that are IRs, I mean IR camcorders, so they both look the same. They're both called, we started calling their cameras Peter Cam. So Peter Cam 1, Peter Cam 2, and then I also got a Peter Cam 3 that's another IR camcorder, but this is a converted Sony Handycam CX405. It was about,
and that one is a full
spectrum
purpley. Is that purpley reddish colored ones usually?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've learned with these things they do not put the timestamp on your footage. I mean, you cannot make them display during the
which GoPro on this one that I've got you can't either, but the rest of mine will.
So this is more of an expensive camera. It does pretty good.
So the external IR lights that we bought. This is considered an IR torch one. That's what it says on it. And then it also has the hot shoe on top, which is nice. Yes, we did do the Ouija board. If you watch, if you look under Pulaski County Courthouse, we've done the Ouija board.
Several times, actually.
And there's some good things that happen there. So, Ouija board, yes. We do take that Ouija board with us. It's back here. We do take it with us when we go, and we do garner permission when we get it. And yes, we got some responses. One of the times we got a lot of responses. I asked a bunch of the same question, and I asked kind of a dumb question a couple of times. And I got called a dumb, stupid, short, stupid bitch. Yes. And yeah, it literally was, it was aimed at me because I was the one asking the questions. So yeah, we do use that Ouija board. We also have a pendulum that we now use when we go places, but we usually ask for permission before we do those. Some people don't prefer to let you do it. I know the place that we're looking in Kansas, the Sally House, you're not allowed to use them. Yeah. So you need to be careful when you go that some places do not allow you to use them or even bring them on the property. But we do. We take it with us. It's in the car, and we will take it. That's the most responses we've got. We did it at a cemetery that we thought we'd get responses at, and we didn't get anything. And in true form, we said it sounded dead. It seemed dead. Yeah. And it just didn't have we didn't have a feeling to it that night. If we'd done it probably in one of our previous visits, we might have gotten something. But Pulaski County Courthouse, we also got a lot of audibles, guys. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so IR lights, these are the 2 that I have. They don't really show on camera probably. But there's that one. And then I have this one. The smaller one here is a little more directed. This one's a little broader. And they do hot shoe on top of things. And they also contain hot shoes that you can use. They're both rechargeables on mine. I can't put batteries in them, but they are both rechargeables. And you can plug them in. So if you have the backup batteries for your cameras that you're using, you can keep them on at all times on these 2. So they take a couple of different ones. One's a microcord, one's a C-cord. But these are the ones I have. So that's the brand. And there it is again.
Say the brand because sometimes it comes up as backwards.
ANDOER on this one. Okay. This one doesn't have it on it. It's an IR torch. And
I just got one of those.
Ordro, ORDRO. They're not very expensive, about $20-$25. they come in handy. As for IR torches, the other thing I have is in my light box. Probably have it. Stick it in the light box. I bought a torch flashlight. If you watch the prison video, you can see where I use it sometimes. That's cat balls.
Cat balls are dying.
Cat balls, finally. Cat balls went off. Torchlight. I don't know where the torchlight is. Let me find out.
In the meantime, my first camera was the IR action camera, which I don't have on me. And it came with a little... Ooh, you can see that a little bit. Yes, you can. Oh, yeah, there's your torchlight.
So there's torchlight.
So it came with this, but then I bought, for IR lights, these are Panasonic. They're about, oh, crud. I want to say they're $40. They are rechargeable. They only last for about 30 minutes. That's the downside of these Polaroid IR lights.
Mine go about 45 at the most.
They might be good for like if you have an action camera on you, because they're not super bright
and intense in your face.
Then I bought, these are from Ghost Light. They've gotten good reviews. They seem to be okay. So this one is more of a straight on IR light. Ooh, you still got battery life in you. And then this one is more of a panoramic IR light. They're both these are 9-volt batteries. So, and they can run off one 9-volt battery or two 9-volt batteries. And they seem to last pretty long.
Yeah, they do pretty good.
And so then I upgraded.
So this is my IR torch I was just talking about. So it's from Unique Fire. I think it was $35 on Amazon. It's handy because if you want to direct your light way down, I can go, when we were at the Missouri State Penitentiary, this would go the entire length of the cell block. So I could actually fire it down and see, pinpoint the end of the door and everything, so you can see what you're looking at. So it's very good for pinpointing. Also, I bought the clamps so I can clamp it onto our rig system, which you'll see here shortly. I got the rigs. We got them. We'll show them to you here in just a minute. We'll show you how we put things on them. But these rigs are actually really nice. That we like. We like them. And I'm running out of room to set things down. Okay, so she's got one more IR setup, and I've got one of these. It's identical to this, a different color is all. But I do have one. Okay. So just so you know, we have 3 of these total.
Yeah. So for going out in the cemetery, I started using IR floodlights.
Hold on, I gotta start the recording again, and I hit a button. Let me move this out of the way because I hit the mouse. Sorry.
So I found these just basic, just LED 4IR array LEDs for IR lights. And now in order to run them, of course you got to have cables. I've gotten these battery packs that take, of course you got to get
that are big enough.
They're good enough, and you hook them in, and voila, you've got gigantic floodlight IR lights.
Very handy in a cemetery.
I've got 3 of these. 2 are exactly like this. One more has another row of lights, so he's a bigger battery.
And I have one similar to exactly to this one.
So,
so we'll go ahead and go through some of our light stuff.
Well, also for being in the field, because I don't like replacing batteries.
Yeah, backup batteries.
I've got backup batteries, so
do I
hook these onto the tripod. So these are designated strictly for the floodlights because these guys are monsters when it consumes. This will keep your camcorder running pretty much for the entire night. Barely use any of the battery life.
Any of them off of Amazon that are decent size. If you get a like a 10,000.
Actually, I got these from Walmart.
MAH or for Walmart, but if you get 10,000 MAH or better, it's gonna run your your camcorders. At least if you get one similar to what we have, and your small cameras for quite some time. So you can stick one in your pocket, run it to your camera that's on you. If you're using one of our little the little cameras that we're gonna show you here in a minute, these are great because they can keep you running for whenever your batteries run out. I have a ton of batteries too, so I can do both a little bit. So the next thing, we'll go through our lighting real quick since we're already on lighting.
Okay. Oh, actually, side note. My first piece of ghost hunting equipment was a gift from my husband.
So she has that, and I have this. Since she got the traditional one, I got the one that lights up and it turns red.
Temperature too?
No.
Okay.
This one is an EMF meter as well, but it's a little different. It'll light up when it gets over a certain point, and it's kind of neat because it goes red. Yeah, it doesn't. I turn off the sound, but it goes red. So it's kind of neat it's very visual on the cameras. That one's a little hard to get on the night vision cameras.
But it's more traditional.
But it's traditional. It's traditional, guys. So,
it doesn't like the microphone. That's what it's catching.
Oh.
And your phone.
Fancy lighting. Oh,
cell phones, smartphones, we'll call these things.
Yeah.
Especially if you're texting.
Especially if you're using it like you're going live.
Yeah.
Okay, so my fun lighting that I like to show off. Why isn't it going on correctly? There it goes. So fun lighting. Whee! Finger lights, finger lights. These are kind of neat, actually. They do come in handy if you're walking and you're in an area where you don't need a lot of extra light. It's like fairly well, good ground. So these are nice. So these were like $10 for 2 pairs, guys. I mean, they were cheap, but they are neat to have.
The best.
They're pretty light.
The best one.
And then I've got a few options for different things. Like I showed you the one for the GoPro. This is another one that can be mounted. I don't know if it'll turn on. I think it's dead.
This guy still works.
This one's dead. But he came with, the neat thing with him is he's got different colors of things you can put on him. So if you need to mute it a little bit, you can. She's showing you our, that's one of her little lights.
Okay. I got it for the non-IR camera light because I was trying to figure out a light to point at me but wouldn't blind me. It's even the red light still blinds.
So I've got a one of these Kill Wolf Eye. This thing is pretty impressive for such a small light. It's very small, as you can see. Fits in your hand. Turns on. You can pinpoint it more, so it widens and pinpoints. It has the clip on it. It can be mounted. And beauty of this one is that IR light and this one take the same battery. So I have 6 of these rechargeable batteries for it. So I'll have to just pop a battery in and I'm good to go. This one has to be recharged all the time. And I'll tell you this, I got this at Walmart. It's like $12. Not bad, but needs recharging often. It does not hold a charge long enough for my book. I was talking about cat balls. I got cat balls. These are on Amazon, about $5. And you can set them out. And if they move, they get moved. You will see them light up like this. They will just kind of go crazy. Just something you can set out in somewhere in front of a camera. And you'll be able to see it light up. You're not necessarily going to see the colors if you have a black and white camera. For your phone. Cheap ring light for when you're doing TikToks in the field. TikToks in the middle of nowhere. It works very well. It's rechargeable. Clips on over your, literally over your camera, so it's on your phone. You don't have to hold on to it. That's all out of my lighting.
The best lighting.
Hold on, I got that one too. Hold on, I get mine. Where did I put it?
You gotta be...
Well?
Do you have it?
Well, it was just here.
Oh, no.
It's over here. Oh, there it is.
Oh, hold on. Put it on off camera.
Okay. Here we...
No.
Here we go.
Here we...
Hello.
You're blinding them.
Hello.
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 Hello. Hello. Oh, wait, let me hear.
The best.
The best.
Purchase.
We are made.
And you can make it bright, low,
This is
medium,
the best.
off.
Red.
Red.
Kind of a purpley color. Red's great.
Red is awesome.
These, while you look crazy wearing them like this, you're like, ah.
But we weren't tripping.
These things were about $40. They didn't give $38 and some change at Walmart.
Yes.
They're Bushnell.
But
They're in the hunting camping area.
However,
They're rechargeable.
Or
you can insert batteries. 3 AAA batteries, or you're rechargeable. So you can always have extra batteries for it.
And she has discovered you mount it upside down, and then you got a top light, so you're not flooding out everything, but you actually have
enough light to see sometimes.
Yeah,
so I've done it that way.
Whiting out everything in front of you.
If you're needing it to go down more, but you don't want it on your head, you can put it around your neck, point it down, and you got lighting going straight down, not at your camera.
Best.
So,
because here you got your cameras and all that, and you can just reach up, tap it off, tap it on.
So these are, let's see, these are Bushnell, and I don't know if they have a model on them, but they're definitely Bushnells, guys. They come with this strap.
The single charge lasts a long time.
Oh yeah, I charge it like every other time we use it is all, and it lasts. Yes. So these are important. These are probably the best lighting you're gonna have, other than a flashlight. And I'll tell you what, these are so much better than a flashlight because you don't have to hold on to it. You can put it around your neck. You can wrap it around your arm if you want to, like this, and use it if you need to. But you don't have to hold on to it. You can, and it comes off of here. You can take it off of this if you want and use it, set it up. The only difference is, the only thing it doesn't do is it does not connect to a, doesn't have any place to connect it to a tripod necessarily. But you could wrap it around your tripod if you needed to for some odd reason. I don't know why you'd put light on your tripod. If you've got the IR light ones, you would rather use IR light. It works better. Take a look at our videos. You'll see what we mean by IR light. All of our darkness videos are done in IR pretty much, except for unless we're talking. If we're doing our random off the rails, it might not be an IR.
Yeah. I found out this is handy for, I'm getting mowing, it's getting dark, I need to finish push mowing. I've actually run into the house and grabbed this so I make sure my lines are good.
Hey, we had to use it in here when we were redoing this area because we didn't have the light set up yet. So.
Yep. And I've used it for cleaning my kids' ears out. It's so handy instead of trying to hold a Q-tip and an ear and a thing. And
I think that's all the lighting that we basically use.
All of our lighting.
That's pretty much all the lighting.
I got a gigantic mag light.
Well, yeah.
Can be used as a weapon.
Flashlights, of course, are a given. Take your flashlights with you. Mm-hmm. So, one of the things that we first got was recorders. This is just an audio recorder. You can get one at Walmart for like $20.
Mine's a bit smaller but thinner.
Yeah, same idea. I mean, it does the same thing. This one you can. Nice thing is, both of ours, you can put headphones into it and listen to it at the same time as it records. Yes. You can also put a mic on mine. I can have a mic, so I can insert one of those microphones if I wanted to. If we really wanted to jack it up, which I think I should next time we go to. Use that third microphone when we go to Pulaski County. Mm-hmm. We're always getting audios there and real low ones. So yeah, just get yourself a cheap little recorder. You can do a kit, probably with lighting and a camcorder and this for less than $150 if you look around. Mm-hmm. And you probably can even get an EMF meter somewhere for $20. So you could start off with just those things and not have to do any more than that. Ugh. So that's the basics, guys. Basics. You get yourself a camcorder, get yourself one of these if you can, and you're good to go. Now, if you can't afford a camcorder, you can use your phone. Just know that you need to play with the settings a little bit because it's going to try to overcompensate for a lot of stuff. Yeah, and you might need regular lighting from a flashlight then. Beauty of an IR is you don't have to have any light. So, like in the basement of the courthouse, we don't have to turn on all the lights. We can just leave it running. It's kind of cool. And I like the aesthetics, okay? I like the aesthetics. It's kind of cool. Okay. Now, one of the important things you have to have, you gotta have a mascot, right?
I'm not done with the equipment. I got more equipment.
Wait, well, she's working on getting this out. I know. Okay. We got more equipment, but one of the things you gotta get yourself is a mascot. Ta-da! Josh Gates. Well, technically his name is Josh Crates.
Josh Crates.
We named him Josh Crates because we don't want to get in trouble for using Josh Gates. But there is a video that explains why we have him. He is, it's called Josh Gates in a Crate. Feel free to look it up. Yeah, and if you see somebody similar to this, with a donut, actually he's sitting over there, I have a new one, who's been repainted and looks more like Josh Gates than Hopper from Stranger Things, let me know. Because mine is still missing, I think. The last time we had him was at a cemetery, by the way. So he could be at a cemetery. Because I can't find him. So I bought another one. I'm going to redo him. I'll let you guys see that when I get done. Right now, he's, hers is on, this is Josh Crates the second.
Josh Crates.
Josh Crates the second. Josh Crates oh my gosh, we're gonna get swamped by Discovery for doing that. Josh Crates the second. So while we're getting out other stuff here, there you go. He's got his dinosaur. He's cool. We take them with us. Yes, we make TikToks and stuff with them and all that kind of stuff.
It's entertaining until we find something else.
That's the cameras, the generic cameras, the camcorders, and the lighting. That was all of our lighting, by the way. And then, of course, like I said, you want to get yourself a couple of these things. This is an EMF meter, and this is a audio recorder. They are very handy. We like to set these out and just leave them in places just to see if it gets something when we're not standing there. So, moving on. We have a few more things that we actually use. She's got something fancy.
I got a spirit box. It's the Spirit Box 7T. And let me see if I can power this puppy on. Do you have batteries left?
Oh, I might not have batteries. She was talking about,
well, if you guys are ghost hunters or paranormal investigators, then you probably are familiar with the Spirit Box. The one I bought, Ghost Box.
Say mine.
bought it off of Amazon, and I got the one with the extra speaker. They got one where it hooks in as an audio jack.
Yeah.
It would go on the sides where I saw it was
you
like
could
a
put
ball.
headphones on if you wanted to.
If you want to get blasted out by the...
Be careful you get it really low because you'll die.
This actually is Bluetooth, so I can actually Bluetooth it to my phone and it would be like rocking out.
We Bluetooth it to my car.
Yes, we Bluetooth.
We have listened to this in my car when it's been cold out. We just drive through the cemetery.
Yeah.
And listen. It's kind of a neat thing, actually.
So of course it makes the and then it scans through the frequencies and you try to listen and it's all up for interpretations.
So she was talking about the smaller cameras, but she didn't have hers with her. I have 3 of them now currently that I bought. Now mine are different. I did not buy mine at GoStop. I bought mine on eBay from somebody that makes them.
Yeah, she got hers cheaper.
This is what I got. And a couple of different cases that came. But they are the same camera basically with a different case. And the case is waterproof and helps you keep it down. But when
you put the case on, you do not get sound because
you might get some, but it's very muffled. So they do take an SD card and they are rechargeable on the. Hold on, guys.
Battery power.
We're gonna have to power the cam or power the phone here. Power the phone. Maybe. Well, let's get the backup battery over there.
You backup battery? I got backup batteries.
I got a backup battery right here. We gotta power the phone, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Phone. Oh, it was at 4%. We might lose this.
Oh.
Shoot, we let it get low.
Why'd you do that?
Okay, so we're getting going. So these are the ones that I was talking about. These are small. They're easy to use. They're nice to be putting on you. You can use like a couple of different hookups to get out. I've got one that's a big armbar one. It'll hold a heavier thing. She's got a lighter weight one. I got a lighter weight one. You can put them on your chest like you do a GoPro. You can put them on your head, which we've done. But I have 3 of these. I have 2 up here right now. The other one's downstairs at the moment. I forgot to bring it up and put it away. But they are convenient. They all take. I made sure to get all the same ones so that I can use the same batteries. Important note: if you're going to buy equipment, check what kind of batteries they take. Because if they take special batteries, you may want to get items that match. You don't want to buy 3 different of these and have to have 3 different batteries and then have backup batteries if you're going to depend on batteries consistently, guys. So all these take the same battery. I have a charger for them, and I have several batteries that keep these things going. So these came with several different mounts. It came with this mount. I will show you a couple of things. It came with this mount. It comes with a mount like this. So you can snap it in, and it can mount to, has a mount there, it has the mount there, and it has a clip on the back. So you can clip it to your clothing or items that you're wearing, which is convenient. And they come with charging cables and a case covered if you need it for the front of this. So it comes with a lot of things. I keep mine in these when I'm not using them. I keep them in here when I'm not using them. Keep them a little tougher for transport. And they are in a bag like this. So it's just one of those carrying bags that you can get. That's what I keep them all in. I have a lighting bag. So I have all my stuff separated. Sure, hers is a little different, but I have a bag. It's all my lighting. I know what's in here. It's my lighting. It's not my GoPro anymore. And then I even got fancy for my batteries. If you go get one of these tackle boxes like this from Plano, it's a small one, lift the lid. You can keep batteries. Oops. You can keep batteries in it, guys. So there's all my batteries. They all fit, and I have backups for everything. And that's where I keep all my batteries. So when we're doing stuff, I can carry this battery pack. I can get this out and have this ready and handy to change out batteries. Oh, and we just went powerless, guys. So we've lost power at my house. Sorry.
We've got all kinds of flashlights.
So good thing we got flashlights if I knew where mine was. She's got one out. Okay, so we're without power, which is an unusual thing in this area. So we'll go like we're ghost hunting, guys. We just literally lost power.
Keep on trucking.
So we'll just turn this on like that, and we have light. You guys need a flashlight?
Yeah, we got our phones.
Okay, because I got one handy. So flip your thing up a little bit though, so that it's lighting upwards.
I'll blind myself.
So this is what we were talking about. You light it upwards.
Hi.
You're not going to blind this out. So yeah, we just literally, the power went out in my house, which is unusual. We're not having a storm or anything. So I wonder if somebody probably wrecked somewhere. Hopefully it comes back because it usually doesn't stay out this long. It's going to be a cold night if they don't. So yeah, there's some of our lighting and different stuff that we've got.
There we go.
It's a good thing I plugged that into a backup battery instead of the freaking wall. I knew what I was doing.
Okay. The thing that I've been trying to wrestle around with, because I always need to look at the picture, is... Oh, hello.
Oh no, you're falling.
I'm falling. I can't get up.
Oh, wait, let's stick something in front of it here.
Okay. I bought this...
How you doing?
Hi.
Good to see you. I miss you. We're without power, so if you hear from me later asking for a place to stay, you know why.
It's plenty warm in your room.
It's warm out in here right now. We'll be fine for a little while.
Okay,
I got blankies.
So this contraption that I just put on, it's actually a shoulder mount. It can be a side mount. It can be a chest mount.
Chest mount, all kinds of stuff.
It can go on your side. It can go totally across your tum-tum. So it's supposed to be able to get mounted several different ways.
I don't have my big one out. It's in a different place, but
I had this on when we were doing the first Ouija board at Pulaski County, so it was kind of looking down. Oh.
I miss you too.
So it's facing down at the Ouija board, and it's handy because it's like first-person point of view.
Speaking of which, we might come up that way for pizza tomorrow, so if we do, I'll let you know, girl.
We'll see what else.
We like monocles, and there's one in Centralia, so you might see us up your way. I'll let you know if we make it up there. You can come say hi for a few minutes at least. If you're free. If you're not, I understand.
I do have the head mount camera strap that came with something, and you can an actual like chest plate camera strap thingy. So, although I kind of like this because that way your hand doesn't get in the way. Something else I just got and we used it the last time.
Come back on yet.
That is weird.
They're on battery. They'll stay on for a little while. This one's connected to the here, but it's getting horrible.
Yeah.
We'll have to put a light over there or something if we want it.
Bought this and used it first time in Pulaski County Courthouse. It's actually a party light, mini laser stage light, and I've actually used this as a laser grid because I really didn't want to spend
a ton of money
$100 when I could have spent 20, and if it doesn't work well, then my kids have something to do later.
So speaking of mounting stuff on things, I have a wrist mount with the GoPro. This is a nice one. You can mount one on your wrist, so when you're walking, you can see it. That's one I use a lot. I've got a bunch of other ones that are kind of crazy in here. I got the chest mount, the one for your head. Yep. And then with the camcorders that are the little lights that I told you guys about, this came with it, a multi-mount. Mm-hmm. This one I have some stuff on. This is a fast mount, and this is one for like the GoPro or those little guys. And you can mount some things on there and have like a selfie stick one, and you can turn this. This rotates, so you can actually put quite a bit of stuff on there. I've used it once. It's great if you're just doing a little bit, but if you're going to do long term, it's easier to have one mounted on your shoulder if you're going to go long distances with it. This is good for walks around the graveyard stuff. Yeah, it's really nice. It's very handy. It's got a really good grip on it. I like it. It also has a mountable spot here, so you could mount it on top of if you wanted to mount it back on top of your tripods. Which, speaking of tripods, we got 4 each, I think. I got 3 or 4 regular tripods, and I've got the one that came with the the light we bought. It's gonna be interesting if this power keys off. We might have to go somewhere. Yeah, dinner might be out tonight because there's no power at my house.
I got
but we get to see what we do. We put our lights on and we move on.
A fishing vest or camera, so it's got pockets.
Oh, I've got a leg drop thing that I put all my stuff in. I can put my stuff in. I don't have it over here.
I got multiple pockets. This works. I can put the shoulder mount thing on here, and then I can put the battery backup for the camera on here as well. So I'm good. I have not used this yet. I have not used this in the field. It is a microphone which has a listening port on the backside, so you can actually listen to what you're recording at the same time. A lot of them.
He's gonna fill in for me for a minute.
You gotta look for the ones that have real-time monitoring, because a lot of them.
Fred,
just behave, Fred. Sit. Gosh darn it, Fred, sit your butt down.
Fred.
A lot of them, they don't let you real-time monitor what you're recording. You can play back and listen through a little head port in the contraption itself, but it does not have an actual, doesn't allow you to real-time monitor. That's what I was looking for, because all those EVPs.
Yeah.
One thing you could have out in the field.
Oh, here we go.
Walkie-talkies.
Oh, yeah.
Walkie-talkies are good.
Hey, we might need them tonight.
You might.
Powered out.
And she got...
Nope. Oh, yeah, we got the ear thing. Mine's put up.
Yo, what's up?
The dog is freaking out. Lucky downstairs freaking out.
Cryptic check here. Come in, adventure girl. Becky. Go ahead, over. What's your location?
Well, I think I'm behind you, but I'm not sure in the darkness.
That's not you sitting next to me?
No. That's more like Fred.
Okay, roger that.
Okay.
So we got the CPD test, or you throwing shit?
No, I'm getting my rest of my stuff.
So,
Because I use bins, she use bags.
yes. Adventure Girl Becky, she got the ear insert this, so we can listen and nobody else knows. Need to figure out how to turn off the little click click noise.
Oh, speaking of which, if you're wondering about Fred, look for the blow up doll one.
Yes.
Ooh, hold up, doing it.
Straight up now, Tim. Okay, that's it. That's all we can sing.
Together. Okay.
I decided to go more of a
Here we go.
this type of way. I'm not done yet.
We're still on. We're supposed to be on this.
Okay.
Attachments.
Okay.
Can we do it?
We can do it. So she picked up this. She found this, and she got me one as well.
You got this. Well, I'm holding it upside down. You got this. It will hold hold your phone right here.
Yep.
You can take this one off. It has mounts on the top, slides and screw mounts. The side one right here.
That's what she said.
This side one right here, you can actually do this. Pull it off. And you've got a handheld one if you want to set this down. These set down. This one and the sled. The sled is made to sit down. This goes on the sled like this, like hers is. And you got mounts here, here, and here, guys. These are about, what, $40? Were these $40?
Yeah, just
I think they were $39.99. And they come with both pieces. And this also has a trigger to do photographs for your phone that you can Bluetooth in. So you can Bluetooth, you can take photos.
Yeah, fancy.
If you're doing video, it doesn't stop and start video. I tried it. It does not work that way, but you can take photos with it. But you can have your video, if you're holding this, you can have your video on here on your phone being live, and you can have videos facing out that way. You can have one facing you. I used it at Missouri State Penitentiary with both pieces, and it would show me and the other direction to some extent. So you got to be careful how you hold it, where you hold it, so you get yourself in the view.
Yeah.
Her shoulder mount's a little better for keeping you in view, which I've got one of those too, and I've got 2 different versions of it. So that's the sled that we bought. They're by Zedio, I believe is the name of it. Yeah, Zeadio. You can get them on Amazon. They're about $30, $30-$40. At least when we bought them. And you can hold them, when you put it together, you can hold it like this, or you can hold them by both of these sides. Very convenient, guys. Very convenient.
Of course,
I'm hoping my power comes back on at some point, because it's never been out this long in a while.
With this thing, I discovered if I mount my camera up here, I can take one of those flood mount lights, and actually use a nut and mount the actual floodlight to this, and then put the battery pack here.
Oh, here's my.
And then I can have the flood mount light with this and a little action camera here, and and then I put Velcro on here, one for my audio recorder and one for my K2 meter. So that way, did all this from Missouri State Penitentiary. So I was just holding one thing, holding it with one hand, holding it overhand, set it down. You can technically put it on a tripod, but that would require making sure that it's all balanced. So that was quite handy. It was very handy.
Okay, this is another option you can get. I got this on sale. This is a heavier duty one. It's got the strap goes around you, goes over your shoulder like this. You go, wow, put it on. And you flip this around. You flip this around, and it can face you or it can face out. And it'll actually hold a full digital camera if you want, like a heavier camera. These are for this could be heavier stuff if you want. I got it at a good price. That's the reason I bought it.
Which one? What is it called again? You mean this one?
Or this one?
Do you want the red one or the black one?
Yeah, the red one. So this one is a Zedio, Zeadio, and it comes with both pieces. This one, I might have to look it up to see what this one is because I bought it on eBay. And I don't remember, it doesn't have the brand listed on it.
We can try to put descriptions in later on.
Yeah, I can get it to you though. I can text her later, find out for sure.
Oh, okay.
Make sure I can send her the stuff. But I got this one on there. But that one is that one's Zeadio.
Oh yeah, Zeadio. And they got a website, zedio.com.
We haven't done Bigfoot, but we did something similar. There's something down here where we're from called the Big Muddy Monster. And we posted full videos up of the woods that we went to where he was last seen. He is the same idea, but muddier and much smellier, I suppose. But we live along the Big Muddy River down here. There's a big long river that goes and feeds into the Mississippi called the Big Muddy. And in the area of Murfreesboro, Illinois, they have the history of the Big Muddy Monster, which if you search it, there's some online articles you can read from back in the day, from the 70s, when it was a big deal. And so we did spend some time in one of the parks where he was spotted in the area that he was supposed to be in. We watched one of them. You can hear something moving. But it's, ooh, Loch Ness. I'm jealous. That'd be fun. I'd love to do Loch Ness. I don't know if we'll make it overseas. We'll see what happens. Funding right now for us is more or less like a 4 or 5 state area, unless we get some outside funding. We did get to go to Estes Park, Colorado for the Stanley Hotel, so that was kind of cool. But I am jealous. That would be fun to do Loch Ness. Or Lake Champlain is supposed to have a similar monster to Loch Ness, and it's in New York.
This thing's dead. Okay.
So, the one last toy I've got that does video, I forgot about. Aha! Special. So this one wasn't a necessity, but it was something I wanted, and I used some money last year that we got on it. I got this little guy. Oh, you're blinding it out.
Oh, sorry.
This little guy right here. And he is, or if you can't figure it out, it's a DJI Mini Mavic 2. And he is a drone. He does video. Now this drone will not do night video. If you want night video, you're going to have to get a full-size drone from them, or their brand. But he does indoors. I have the cage for him, and we do flyovers. We started doing the flyovers. I'm going to do some more as we get going. We've had a bad habit of not getting there in time to do a flyover during the daylight. So we're going to try to be better about getting their places early enough or going the day before to get the drone flyover. But it does what we want it to do. It's a lot of fun to have. You can use it for other stuff. There's also a way to set it to follow you. So we're going to try that one of these times at Pulaski County Courthouse with the cage on it. I do have the cage. That's what this is. These are the cage for it. So if it bumps into a wall, you don't destroy your wings. I also have the takeoff and landing mat because that's helpful in high grass areas. I dropped his strap, so I'm just going to set him back here. Away. He comes with 3 batteries, and he runs off of a remote like this. Actually, he comes with 4 batteries, maybe. But anyways, he comes off, and he has this, and you attach your phone or your tablet to it, and you can see where you're flying with it. You don't even have to walk the drone. Should never let a drone out of your sight, though. That's the rule. And currently, he qualifies as under the amount needed to be to take the FAA class for him. And it will block you up from areas you're not allowed to go.
Okay, wait.
So that's my one big fun one. And that's just the box of cords. So I think that's all the stuff I need to dig out of there.
You got a screwdriver or something flat-headed or a knife?
I'll probably have a knife somewhere. Oh, I have a knife back here.
I'm trying something.
Okay, hold on.
Because the batteries in my thermal thing is dead.
I gotta get in the drawer. Knife?
Yay! Hi.
So, I'll put this stuff away in a little bit. Anyways, that's some of the fun stuff we have. Like I said, we have a GoPro, which probably died over there.
Yep, it did.
He likes to die. He's mean. So yeah.
Okay, maybe I do need a screwdriver.
Now we're still out of power. Oh, so we bought, Walmart has these. The Vivitar cameras. We bought 2 of these. Each bought 1 of these, I mean. So we bought 2. They do okay. They're not night vision. They do okay.
Mine doesn't have audio.
Mine has audio, which is weird. Hers doesn't seem to get audio. But they come in this case, and they're like $30. $30, $35. They don't do night vision. You could maybe buy a night vision thing for it, but I don't know. We call them
Walter.
Walter. So if you haven't noticed the thing, we got Ray, Egon, Peter, and Egon.
What are you doing, key to?
I wish we had power. It's still not back on. We are still on backup battery in the other room. I hear it beeping, and we're still on battery power on my phone and my laptop. Sucks. Because it rarely goes out for more than 5 minutes. We're on a trunk line. We're only the main line. So somebody had to hit something somewhere, I think.
Run away.
Anyways, we named our stuff after Ghostbusters. So this is a kind of crappy one. Those of you remember. Yeah, okay, thanks, Amber. Tell me about a power outage near my house. It took you 20 minutes.
$8 short.
Unknown estimation of restoration.
Yeah, there no.
Stay away from down lines. Apparently there must be a down line. Anyways, this is named after Walter Peck. You know, the guy that came in and shut them down and all the ghosts went out. Because he's kind of crappy. Egon, because this is kind of technical. Ray is our action cameras. Little guys that are good ones. And Peter cams are the camcorders, which are actually still going on battery power. I've got batteries for them if I needed to. That one's almost dead, but that one's still alive. I don't. And the center one's on my laptop, so it should be fine for a while. Laptop still got a big battery in it. Okay. And then the drone is Ecto 1. So if we ever get a secondary drone that will actually do night vision, which the big versions of that do night vision, by the way. I just didn't want to mess with spending that much money. This was like half the price. Like $400. Thank you. Yeah, we do have a naming system to them. We haven't come up with anything for the lights or anything, but we definitely named all of our different cameras. So if you ever see videos like Peter Cam Tonight or whatever, or we hashtag that, that's why. We named them Peter Cams. She's trying to get, so what she's working on is an infrared camera that we were gifted. Yes. So it's a little bit older and it's a little tricky sometimes. And it's kind of neat to have. We want to get a new one, but they're $500, $600, $700 for a decent one. Yes. And so we just haven't bothered with it. So she's trying to get it so she can show it to you, but it's not wanting to cooperate.
We'll show you the monstrosity.
It's a Fluke.
It's a Fluke TI-20 thermal imager. So you take the pictures and they'll show up on here as a thermal image. And we tend to use my phone or her phone to video that because it doesn't have video capabilities. It eats through batteries like crazy. Nothing. And since we don't have power, we can't plug anything in to try to do anything, so we're sorry. I have no idea if this battery pack works. What it does. Otherwise, it does take 9 AA batteries, but like I said, it can work. Go through you can play with it. You'll probably get about, 15 minutes? Yeah, maybe 20 minutes of playtime with it, and then it did. Yeah, it goes in a hurry. I'm just seeing if this thing plugs in with... Will you charge it? Ooh, it's charging. Oh, it's flashing. I know the other thing we have fancy pens. It's not ready, you big fat liar. She bought us fancy pens so we can write in the dark. It says it's ready. I highly doubt it's ready. So they glow red. Freaking fat liar. So we can write in the dark when we're out there if we want to make notes. Which I highly suggest you make notes of things if you need to. You know, have a pen handy to make notes. Have paper. If you're gonna buy a lot of equipment, I recommend this thing. Yes. An equipment bag. This is for your equipment. This is this one I have here. I have 2 different ones. This is the main one I've been using now. Because the first one just ended up not being big enough in the long run. Oh, not big enough for you. Yeah, not big enough. So I can put cords on the top, and it has a spot for extra cards if you want. I don't use that. I have a card spot. I have a card holder. I'll show you that in a second. It does have a top pouch right here. You can little front zipper. But then the bottom is kind of nice.
because it has slots in it, and I use it for, okay, I'm going to pick up the camera because I'm going to dump everything out.
Yep.
So I use it to put tripods. This is another one of those sled type things. So you can use it to put things on and then hold it and direct it out. And there we are again. Oh no!
Don't kill it.
Wheel, it likes to slide. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Then I bought these on Amazon. These are little tripods that they can wrap around stuff. They're very cheap. Don't get me wrong. But they are convenient if you want to strap it to a chair or something, guys.
That's the dog sneezer.
Thanks for stopping by. I'll talk to you later. I'll probably let you know if we come up tomorrow.
This is my bag of cords.
So these are convenient because you can put stuff on them. And then I also have so I have this and that in there. And then I also recommend if you're going to plug things in, you can get these the four bangers here that you can plug in. And then I carry chargers, a couple of chargers. I always have a couple extra plugs. And to be honest, we go a lot of old places, so I carry one of these adapters just in case. Not the best idea, but at least you have it if you need it. And then I also put the big cords. I have 10-foot cords for my camcorders, guys, which we're using at the moment. So you don't get to see those. Sorry. Yeah, they have 10-foot cords that go to those. They're on Amazon. They're about $6 a piece. They're cheap.
I got cases.
Yes, and we have hard cases.
Yes.
So this is this is just a case you can get at Walmart or on Amazon.
Oh yeah.
It will store your SD cards. It also stores micro SD cards underneath if you want to put micros underneath and big ones on top.
Mine.
I have a bunch of them. Most of our stuff will only take up to a 128.
Mine.
She's got a different one.
I got a different one. 2, 4, 7, so 8. This was actually in the hunting section at Walmart.
This one's supposed to be waterproof. I don't know. It says waterproof and it can float. But I haven't tried it. I'm not going to try it out because I don't want to lose my
SD cards.
SD cards are expensive, guys. The other thing I got for my GoPro, I didn't show you. You can get a little multi-charger for your GoPro. You put them in here and you plug them in. What else have we got that we haven't gone over yet? Oh, so I've got, I used another tackle box, guys. I showed the tackle box at the beginning. Those of you guys who saw it. I showed you the tackle box at the beginning that I use for batteries. So I have this one. And it is got the 2 levels. And you can put batteries in it. Mm-hmm. So I carry a lot of my extra batteries in that. But I also carry this tackle box, guys. This one, if you can look in there and see, this has all the supports and screws and mounts that I might need for a couple of different things. Most of it is for the action cameras, but it keeps them straightened out. So I can keep all my action camera stuff in here, you know, and have it handy. But I also have some fast mounts in here for regular stuff. These are fast mounts if you need them to mount to something. You can get them to go on items for your regular cameras, for your camcorders. But that's what I mostly carry in here. I got the cleaning cloths in here, and I've got the remotes that go to my little action cameras in here because I don't use them that much. But every now and then you might want one. So I keep it in there. The other thing you got to have for reviews, set of headphones and a good cord.
That's how we mainly hear all of our stuff is through.
Yeah. You want to have a good pair.
Whispery.
I'll tell you, these are Anker ANKERs from Soundcores from Walmart. They're $40 and they work really well. They Bluetooth and or can be plugged in through a cord, so you don't have to have them turned on. And they fold up. I have a bag for them too that I got for like $5. This is a case you can put your headphones in and carry some extra cords in for it. So it has my splitter cord and all that kind of stuff in there, and a multi-plug so we can review stuff. So when I go to her house, I have all that with me, or we go somewhere together to review. Like, I don't know, she may have to text her husband, find out if they got power. We might be staying at her house tonight.
Woo! Sleepover!
Sleepover! Because I don't have power. And Amazon says, or I mean,
Amazon.
Amazon
Not
can't
yet.
deliver it.
Not yet.
Apparently, I think Amazon can't deliver power, apparently, and Ameren says they don't know what the hell's going on, so...
Yeah, I don't see the light outside
They
anymore.
did not give us an idea of when we'll get power back.
All right, I'm going to show you quickly.
Matt has no internet because it's not on downstairs.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys this. So I got on the other route with some stuff, and I've got the pentagram. Eventually, I'm going to make this a little bit better. I've got the Smoky Quartz, supposedly Smoky Quartz and Lapis are supposed to be good communication tools for talking to spirits. That is my best thing I can do for, what is it called? Toluene? It's watermelon. It's supposed to be the red, the green, and the brown, which is a very rare crystal to find. You can get the red, you can get the green, you can get the brown, but actually finding them all together, this is about the closest thing I can get. It's got the purple, it's got some green in it, it might have some brown in it, but it's something my kid found in a dirt bag that he was digging through. So I asked him, can I have that for my ghost hunt? And he said, yeah, mommy.
Well, the power should have went when we started this, because it would have been an excellent, thing showing you what we do in the dark.
There you go. Then I got, because we went to Missouri State Penitentiary, they're using pendulums. So
yeah,
you're supposed to put them over your hand, and you hold them, and you're supposed to ask questions. Can you show me what is yes? Can you show me what is no? And based on whichever way it goes, like that way could be yes, that way could be no, or circular could be I don't know. You can hold your palm over. If you hold your palm out, you're supposed to hold it in one hand, and then the palm is like that, and then you figure out which way it starts swinging. I end up I can usually be pretty still, and then I'm not getting anything, but it's worth something. It's fun. It's something to try. When we were at Pulaski County, I actually strapped this to my tripod, and then I had the pentagram underneath of it, and I just had it hanging there the entire night with my little action camera looking at it, and I had little electric candles because I wasn't going to use real candles.
Yeah, little battery operated candles. You can get those at the Dollar Tree probably. Yeah. At certain times of the year. So it's all about being creative, guys. You don't have to use anything specific. And it does not have to say that it's for ghost hunting. If it works for you, it works for you. Sure. We absolutely enjoy what we do, and we just keep picking up things to take with us, and we try to have fun. If you watch our videos, we definitely have random off the rails things going on, and that makes it fun for us. So do your thing, enjoy yourself, and don't care what other people say.
One last thing from me, because this would finish it off.
I think we're about done, yeah.
I saw those little motion activated little light boxes. The one with the music box, the little creepy thing that's supposed to be motion activated, and it sounds like a creepy music box. You're being noisy. I'm talking here. So I found some YouTube.
You could make that hold that.
I found some YouTube things with people, and I kind of cannibalized it, and with my dad's help, we figured out the schematics, and I made my own motion activated alarm. So went to Amazon. Amazon's the place, I guess. Got the little motion sensor, got the buzzer, I even got a little LED light, and got this little box from Joann's. And my dad helped solder all the bits and pieces together, and this was just big enough for the 9-volt battery, and then the on-off switch is on the back. So it just clamps shut. And then I wanted the light on the top, so that way if anything motion activated, and I've got several of these going, you can tell which way it's coming from. Whether it's from that way, that way. So far we've just made the one. I eventually need to make more. So
it did work.
My long-term goal is to actually film myself making these.
So you can see how to do it.
See how to do it. I'm going to turn it on. It calibrates itself.
So it's going to be...
So it's going to make a hellacious noise.
Okay, not that bad. Like a backup battery.
And then I think I still need to figure out how to adjust the sensitivity of it. So it's supposed to. Of course, this is...
That's the hellacious noise. When it turns on, it's not as bad.
Turning it off now. We've actually got, when we were doing Pulaski County Courthouse.
We could put it with the... Could we?
I don't know.
We could set it with the...
Oh, get it up off the ground.
We could put it on the tripod. Look, you could...
I need to re-glue some of the stuff because we used heat gun stuff, but
yeah,
I got some.
So guys, look, even on this note, these came with my light, my ring light. Guess what? If you have a phone thing that tripod's on, you could put it on a tripod and have it underneath your camera. So the only thing is if it's underneath your camera, you're not gonna be able to tell that it was that one going off. It won't be on camera, but you should be able to damn well hear it on the camera, really loud. It'll be louder on the camera that it was under. That's kind of cool, guys.
So on our Pulaski County Live,
yeah,
YouTube,
it goes off a couple times.
It goes off a couple times. We got it down the hallway. Of course, it beeps when I set it up. When we go into the other room, it beeps again. I chalk it up to it still trying to calibrate. But then, like, was it an hour or something into our investigation? It just goes beep.
It did twice, I think, actually.
Yeah, it did it twice.
Well, nothing was back there.
Yeah, nothing.
And we didn't see any rodents on the camera, so we don't know what did it.
So
I even walked back there after one to look at it. And here's the weird thing. This didn't seem to pick it up. Sitting.
Yeah, that was weird.
3 or 4 feet from that thing. And this thing picks up all kinds of stuff. I mean, it picked up us talking down the hallway,
or in
40 feet.
Your room.
And the toilet flushing, down the hall. But it didn't pick up that.
Yeah.
Very strange. So, guys, that's kind of a, it's a good time in about an hour.
About an hour, yeah.
That's the stuff that we carry. If you guys have suggestions, you have comments, concerns, you want to know about something, let us know. We'll try to get some of this stuff up on in the description here a little bit later as to what it is. Hopefully once the laptop can be reconnected to the internet, because I still don't have power. We are using the headlamps for a reason.
And no storm.
Not for effect.
No storm.
Literally, if you watch, it went out. As we were talking. Just happened to work out at a good time because we already had our stuff out so we could find our things.
Yes, it worked. Where's the flashlights?
Yeah, where's the flashlights? We got them. And I got extra batteries. So, it's one of those things where it just happens. Good timing on its part. So, yeah, I guess we'll bid you guys adieu for this round of live. We did like 4 tonight, but this was the good one. Okay, this is the important one where you guys can learn what we use and what we liked and what we didn't like. Yeah, and
hit us up with comments later on. We'll try to get back to them with answers and all that.
And like I said, we'll try to get a lot of this stuff up here. It may not be tonight. It depends on when the power comes back because it'll be easier on the laptop to do than on the phone. But we'll try to put up a bunch of these things that we bought, what we actually bought them from, eBay, Ghost Stop, different places, and the different models that we have for you guys. We did spell a few of them out in the video, but we will definitely get up there what we bought.
Yeah. I do have to say my Ghost Stop Ray, the little IR action camera that
about that size.
Yeah, about that size. First time using it, used them at Johnson City Hall, and I had them plugged into an extension cord, so I had them running off the alternating power. He overheated, and I didn't care much. I got mad about that. However, if I was using a battery pack instead of using like a wall outlet, he works fine. I mean, he never overheated again, so I don't know if he was drawing too much or just didn't like the power, the extension cord leading up to him. So that was an issue. And if you ever see that was before we had the nicer IR lights. I had my little Polaroid IR lights, which they're okay. They're not as crisp as the other ones. Yeah, so that's us in a nutshell.
That's it. That's what we got. I mean, I can't think of anything else that we missed really. Other than
what's on your wish list? What piece of equipment?
If I could get anything right now, it would be there's 2 things I really want.
Okay.
So I would like to get a new night vision camera that actually records. I mean, not night vision.
Thermal.
A thermal camera that records, so we wouldn't have to record.
Yeah.
Of it. I mean, and they got the lighter ones now. That one's a big one. That's a commercial style one more.
I think it's a beast.
Something like you see the fire department with because they're made stronger and better. They come in big things. Not that I'm not appreciative of the fact that we have it, because we are. We wouldn't have one if they didn't gift it to us. So we're great at that. But I'd love to get one of those. And then on my wish list is, I know the lighting for in here, which I got some of, which there's a kind of set I might get. That's a big one. What else is on my wish list? Oh, I know what it is. A solar backup generator battery.
Yes.
Because, we'll say it at the end of this, but we'll also do an announcement later. We We do actually have one ghost hunt on the books so far because schedules are changing and stuff.
Let's not say the date.
We have one, and it is for a cabin in the woods in Indiana.
Yep.
And there's a cemetery nearby that we can go to as well. And it's no power.
Yes.
No plumbing.
No water.
No nothing.
There's a creek.
So we have 3 nights scheduled. Woohoo! In the summer sometime. So we will bring you some more on that later, but we're excited about that one. It's supposed to be pretty creepy. There's a lot of stories around it. So there's one, and then we got a couple more that we just have to pick a date because they're basically just going to come when we want.
Yeah,
I mean, they
one we need to get scheduled up probably here in. I'd shoot for April.
Yeah, April or May.
Because the main thing about this one place is that it's old, but it's got boilers and air conditioning that's loud. So we need to hit the sweet spot of it being not too hot, not too cold.
Awesome. So if you want something, you can get yourself some made Expedition Screaming Ghost Girls right here. Has my name on it, Adventure Girl. Doesn't have the Becky on it because I hadn't added the Becky on because I didn't realize somebody had trademarked Adventure Girl. So I added Becky on, that's why it's Becky. And I
don't even know if I'm trademarked. I don't care.
Yeah. I don't want to get in trouble.
Hey,
so,
if I start putting on stuff to be sold, then I'll check into it. But otherwise, I don't.
We'll let Josh Crates ride us off in the sunset.
On a brachiosaurus.
Which, by the way, he's old. I've had him since high school. He was my good luck charm in tennis. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, okay.